morning, beautiful people. You're tuned in to GODC 19.1, your favorite morning blend of current events and candid conversations.
Where we wake you up with headlines and keep you awake with a tea. I'm DJ Iris.
And I'm DJ John, and yes, we're basically your baristas of breaking news.
From world updates to wild confessions, we're spilling more than just coffee today.
So whether you're commuting, cramming, or just craving company, pull up a chair and pour that cup and vibe with us.
This is GODC 19.1, brewing news, serving hot tea. Time to stir the cup and spill the headlines. Dr. Lynette Bonsha represents Davao Region at National SQA 2025, opening in Camiguin.
Spamas achieves big wins at FTRC Battle of the Brains Season 2.
Bumpy ride! Malita drivers face challenges amid road construction.
Residents show eagerness as 2025 election campaigns began.
Canlaon volcano erupts. Ashfall hits 54 barangays.
Pag-asa warns of extreme heat in 28 areas nationwide.
Queen of Resilience, Maria Atisa Manalo, crowned Miss Universe Philippines 2025.
Philippine tourism booms drives economic growth nationwide.
Rice Price Initiative update, Bayanihan's coalition proposal.
Inflation drops further in March as price hikes continue to slow.
DepEd unveils comprehensive plan to address learning gaps in Philippine schools.
Recalling when Aral Act was signed into law, a new era of learning recovery in the Philippines.
Breaking boundaries of Filipino deaf community through sign language education.
Supermom in action, Amelu J. Sardido balances motherhood, teaching, and college life.
Beanie Girl Group apologizes amid fan backlash over controversial grooming video.
I know, vampire, right? Christopher Diwata's old clip seals brand deals. And let's kick off the latest buzz from campus. Here's Barbie Bensang with your campus update.
Dr. Lynette A. Bonsha, a highly regarded SUC president known for her unwavering support for youth development, graced the opening of the National SQA 2025 held in Camiguin, standing in solidarity with fellow presidents from the Davao region. The opening ceremony hosted at the Camiguin Sports Complex saw Dr. Bonsha actively participating in the ceremonial banner raising, a powerful symbol of unity and regional pride. Representing her institution and region with poise and enthusiasm, she energized athletes and attendees through her visible commitment to both education and athletic growth. Her presence alongside other state university leaders from the Davao region signified a strong support system for student athletes and the SQA movement. Dr. Bonsha's reputation for elegance, warmth, and sincere encouragement added a layer of prestige to the event. Her involvement at SQA 2025 served not only as a testament to her leadership, but also as a motivational force for the student athletes. Spamas achieves big wins at FTRC Battle of the Brains Season 2. Students from Southern Philippines Agribusiness and Marine and Aquatic School of Technology earned significant victories during the FTRC Battle of the Brains Season 2, held at the CAP Auditorium in Davao City on April 25, 2025. Romel D. Tayaw, a fourth-year Bachelor of Elementary Education student, secured the overall first runner-up award, while Zap Franz G. Baclay, a senior Bachelor of Secondary Education Science major, ranked among the top 10 finalists. Claudio Jimay L. Irom, a third-year BA Ed student, also delivered a commendable performance, proudly representing Spamas against over 200 education students across the region. Guided by their coach, Ms. Jonna Jean de los Santos, the Spamas team's achievements highlight the Institute's firm dedication to fostering academic excellence and preparing future educators. More than a competition, the Battle of the Brains provided a platform for intellectual exchange, friendship, and motivation among aspiring teachers. This is Barbie Bensang, brewing news, serving hot tea.
That's your campus update. Now, let's brew up some more news after this quick break. Stay with us. You're listening to GODC 19.1 Brewing News, serving hot tea.
Umuwi ka na, baby.
Puti, hamis ug white tatsa. Sa Fiangi Whitening Capsule, mugwapa ka. Fiangi Whitening Capsule, gigama gikan sa aloe vera extract, collagen ug glutathione.
Hindi na
Ako day si Jessie. 2 years na ko user sa Fiangi Whitening Capsule. Super effective jud ang Fiangi Whitening Capsule. So wala pa ko nagsugod gamit ani, medyo uneven og dull jud ang akong panit. Pero karon, makita gyud nimo ang kausaban. Mas nihayag, mas ninghamis, ug mas flawless. Wala ko nagdahom nga ani kadali ang epekto. Pero sulod lang sa pipila ka semana, nakita na nako ang resulta. Ang akong kumpiyansa, mas nisaka ug di na ko magduha-duha, ipakita ang akong panit sa init. Kung gusto ninyo nga mas muhamis ug mas hayag ang panit, suway ninyo ang Fiangi Whitening Capsule. Dali na og suway. Panit na blooming, beauty nga shining.
Unsa pay gihulat, palit na. Di lang ka mugwapa, muputi, muhamis ug mo-blooming pa jud ka. Fiangi Whitening Capsule. Ang Fiangi Whitening Capsule ay hindi gamot at hindi dapat gamiting panggamot sa anumang uri ng sakit.
We're back, refreshed and ready to pour out the latest local news. Let's dive into what's happening around Malita. Stay with us. It's all brewing here on GODC 19.1 Brewing News, serving hot tea.
Bumpy ride. Malita drivers face challenges amid road construction. To give us the full scoop, here's our reporter, Jaisal Agsaulio, live with all the details. Jaisal, are you there?
Yes, Jan and Eva, good morning. Local transport drivers in Malita, Davao Occidental are voicing their concerns over the difficulties brought about by road construction projects affecting key routes in the municipality. While the infrastructure improvements promise long-term benefits, the current situation is taking a toll on daily operations, income, and passenger convenience. Commuters have expressed frustrations over longer travel times, leading some to seek alternative routes or adjust their schedules. Transport operators have urged local government officials to provide clear traffic management policies. Temporary solutions are financial aid for those most affected. The municipal government acknowledges the concerns and assures that mitigation measures are being discussed to ease the burden.
That's your first local update. Now let's move on to the next story making waves around Malita. Residents show eagerness as 2025 election campaigns begin. Again, here's Jaisal with the details. Jaisal, take it away.
With the 2025 elections fast approaching, the town of Malita is abuzz with political activity as candidates officially launch their campaigns. Eager to win the support of voters, residents in turn are showing enthusiasm for the democratic process, engaging in discussions and closely following the platforms of those vying for key positions. The streets of Malita are now lined with banners, posters, and tarpaulins displaying the faces and slogans of electoral hopefuls, ensuring that their presence is felt throughout the town. Candidates are visiting barangays, organizing rallies, and holding dialogues with the community to outline their vision for the future. As excitement builds, local authorities and the Commission on Elections or the COMELEC remind candidates and supporters to maintain fair play and avoid divisive tactics. Security measures are being prepared to ensure a safe and orderly voting process. This is Jaisal Agsaulio, Brewing News, serving hot tea.
Thank you, Jaisal. That's it for local news. Now, let's see what the skies are brewing today. Here's your weather update. Ivan, how is our morning?
Good morning, listeners. You're tuned in to GODC 19.1, where we serve your daily news fresh and hot just like your morning coffee. As the sun slowly rises over Davao Occidental, today's forecast calls for considerable cloudiness with a high chance of thunderstorms later in the day. Temperatures will reach up to 28 degrees Celsius, cooling down to around 23 degrees Celsius by nightfall. It's the kind of weather that calls for a warm mug in hand, and a little extra care on the road, especially in areas prone to flooding. Looking ahead, the rest of the week continues to brew a stormy blend. Expect more cloudy skies and scattered thunderstorms through Wednesday. With the intertropical convergence zone lingering over Mindanao, light to moderate rains may persist. So, whether you're heading out to work, school, or simply stepping out for a fresh cup of kape, don't forget your umbrella. As always, stay safe, stay dry, and stay tuned here on GODC 19.1. Brewing news, serving hot tea.
Wow, it seems like we're about to have a bit of watery day. Don't forget to bring your umbrellas with you.
Yes, and stay hydrated. Drink lots of water to fuel your day. More news to come. Stay there and we'll be back after this short break.
Crushing hard? Heart brewing faster than your morning cup? Well, it's time to pour it out. Introducing Steamy Confessions, the sweetest way to say, I like you a latte. Whether you've been stirring feelings in secret, or you're just one sip away from telling them how you really feel, send your message and we'll serve it hot with a side of butterflies and blushes. Because every love story starts with one brave little confession and maybe a caramel macchiato. Steamy Confessions, only here on GODZ 19.1, brewing news, serving hot tea.
And we're back to serve you all the tea that will fill your day. For our environmental news update, Canlaon volcano erupts, ashfall hits 54 barangays. Yikes. John, any update with that?
Yes! Mount Canlaon erupted on Tuesday, May 13, 2025, sending ash up to 4.5 kilometers high and affecting 54 barangays in Negros Island. FIVOX placed the volcano under alert level 3 and residents were told to stay indoors, wear masks, and avoid the volcano area. Flights near Canlaon were also warned to keep away. On the other note, Pag-asa warns extreme heat in 28 areas nationwide during election. Pag-asa had issued a heat advisory for Monday, May 12, during election, affecting 28 areas across the country. These locations fall under the danger level with forecasted heat index values ranging from 42 degrees Celsius to 45 degrees Celsius. Pag-asa advises the public, specifically in high-risk areas, to drink plenty of water, avoid being under the sun during the hottest hours, and limit outdoor physical activities to prevent heat-related issues like heat stroke.
Thank you, John. There's one thing I noticed is that the extreme heat can't stop Filipinos from drinking hot coffee. Why is that?
Yes! That's a mystery that's yet to be uncovered. Kayo, mga listeners namin, why do you love coffee so much? Kahit tanghaling tapat. Anyways, let's hear some more news.
The Queen of Resilience, Maria Atisa Manalo crowned Miss Universe Philippines 2025. We have Christiana Kate Aragoncillo to convey the news. Kate, what's the update?
Queen of Resilience, Maria Atisa Manalo crowned Miss Universe Philippines 2025. The Miss Universe Philippines organization has released the official portrait of the newly crowned Miss Universe Philippines 2025, Maria Atisa Manalo. The coronation night held on May 2, 2025 marked a significant milestone in Manalo's pageant journey. As she accepted the crown, Manalo's empowering words left a lasting impression. Whenever I fall in life, I always make sure I come back stronger. This phrase encapsulates her philosophy, reflecting her experiences and growth throughout her pageant career. As Miss Universe Philippines 2025, Manalo will represent the Philippines in the upcoming Miss Universe 2025 pageant in Thailand. Her victory has sparked excitement among her fans who see her as a symbol of empowerment and a role model for young Filipinos. With her business acumen, advocacy for social causes, and passion for empowering others, Manalo is poised to make a lasting impact in the world of pageantry and beyond.
From one national news to another, Philippine tourism booms, drives economic growth nationwide. Kate will add further details on that. Kate, are you still with us?
Absolutely, Eva and John. Philippine tourism booms drive economic growth nationwide. The Philippines is seeing a remarkable surge in tourism, with the visitor numbers exceeding expectations due to a strong marketing efforts, improved travel access, and the country's natural and cultural appeal. The Department of Tourism or the DOT celebrate this growth, highlighting a significant contribution to the national economy. This tourism boom is benefiting top destinations like Boracay, Cebu, and Palawan, where businesses are reporting record profits and are generating more jobs. While the rapid growth poses the challenges, such as the environmental strain and infrastructure demands, the DOT is taking steps to promote the responsible tourism and sustainable development. Despite these hurdles, the future of the Philippine tourism remains bright, with continued economic gains expected in the years ahead. This is Christiana Kate Aragoncillo, Brewing News, serving hot tea.
Don't go dripping away just yet. We'll be right back after this short coffee break.
Grab a refill, stretch those legs, or maybe send a steamy confession. Because when we return, we've got more stories to perk you up.
Karong panahona, importante ang baskog ug kusgan nga lawas para bagtik, paspas ug di basta-basta kapuyon, labi na inig labing-labing kay misis. Sa Slim Brew Coffee, mas slim gyud ka bro.
Ako di ay si Berna, taga Maruya Extension, Malita, Davao Occidental. Usa ka sales lady sa dakong establishment. Magduhan ako katuig sa akong serbisyo. Usahay, di rin ako malikayan na mag-stress eating sa sobra kadaghan sa akong gina-entertain na customer na nagresulta sa pagtaas sa akong timbang. Isa ni sa akong problema na wala jud ko kabalo unsaon nako pagsulbad. Not until naiusa ka customer na nag-recommend sa ako na mag-inom og slimming coffee. Sa walay pagduha-duha, namalit jud ko kay gusto jud nako mamayat. Mga pipila ka adlaw sa pagtumar, na witness jud nako ang dakong pagbag-o sa akong lawas. Nigaan og nitaas ang akong confidence sa mga akong nakasalamuha. Busa, ako tamong gina-encourage na mag-inom og slimming coffee. Dili jud mo magmahay kay mamahimo kang sexy.
Slim Brew Coffee, mapalit sa inyong mga suking butika.
Welcome back to GODC 19.1, Brewing News, serving hot tea. I'm Iris.
And I'm John, and we're back, fresh and refilled, ready to steer your morning with more bold stories and a splash of flavor.
We've got more sips, scoops, and steam coming right up. So stay cozy, stay curious, and let's jump back into the brew.
Because here at GODC 19.1, we don't just spill the tea, we serve it piping hot.
Rice Price Initiative Update, Bayanihan Coalition's proposal. To give us the gist, here's Neftali Abdul. Nef, how's it going?
Yes, everything's doing great. Now, Rice Price Initiative Update, Bayanihan Coalition's proposal. President Marcos Jr. has announced plans to achieve a rice price of 20 per kilogram. According to sources, this target is within reach through a combination of increased local production and strategic importation. We'll keep you updated on the progress of this initiative. The Bayanihan Coalition has come forward with proposals to support the government's goal. Their suggestions include improving irrigation systems and promoting high-yielding rice varieties. These efforts aim to enhance agricultural productivity and make rice more affordable for Filipinos. The government is working to address the challenges faced by farmers. Initiatives like the Agricultural Credit Policy Council provide low-interest loans, while the Farm to Market Road Development Program improves rural infrastructure. These efforts are designed to support farmers and boost agricultural productivity. On a positive note, Philippine exports are showing signs of recovery. Increased agricultural productivity and strategic trade agreements are driving this growth. We'll continue to monitor the situation and bring you updates as more information becomes available.
On the other note, inflation drops further in March as price hikes continue to slow. Neftali is on air with us to convey the details. Nef!
Yes, John, inflation drops further in March as price hikes continue to slow. The country's inflation rate cooled further in March 2025, settling at 1.8%, down from 2.1% in February, according to the data released by the Philippine Statistics Authority or PSA on Friday, April 4. This marks a significant decrease compared to the 3.7 recorded in March of last year. From January to March 2025, the average inflation rate stands at 2.2%, the PSA added. One of the main drivers of the slower inflation was the milder increase in prices of food and non-alcoholic beverages, which rose by 2.2% in March, lower than 2.6% recorded in February. Inflation in the transport sector also saw a sharper decline, hitting negative 1.1% in March compared to the negative 0.2% drop in February. Additionally, price increases in restaurants and accommodation services continued to lose momentum, easing to 2.3% in March from 2.8% the previous month. This is Naftali Abdul, bringing news, serving hot tea.
Thank you, Nef!
Alright, love brewers, it's that time again.
Welcome to Steamy Confessions, where hearts get poured out faster than a morning espresso shot.
We've got a caller on the line who's ready to spill the beans. Well, I mean, literally.
Let's not keep the heart on hold. Hello, caller. You're live on GODC 19.1. What's your name and who's got your heart brewing this morning? Your name and asa ka nagpuyo, please.
Hello, good morning. Ako day si Jaisel from Lacaron.
Okay, Miss Jaisel from Lacaron, we have 3 questions set for you. Para asa man imong confession?
Bago day ko magsugod no, ato siyang, ang akong crush, atong itago sa pangalan na JM.
Okay, si JM, asa man siya na strand or programs?
So, si JM day kay taga BSED Math. And, usa sa mga characteristic nga akong nagustuhan siya no is, how'd siya musayaw and, kuan pa ni siya, bright check numbers.
Okay, Miss Jaisel, what a confession you have! Oh my God! Now let's pretend na your crush is listening. Do you have any short message for him?
Hi crush, mo lang ni akong mastorya no. Malipay man gani ko makakitag piso, samot nagmakakita ako nimo.
Okay, Miss Jaisel, that is quite unexpected. What an unexpected pickup line you have there. And if you will be given a chance to have a date with your crush, what is your ideal date?
Siguro, kung mag-date man may karon na lang Pasko para isa tanan.
Okay.
Wow! I commend you for courage na muamin jud. I hope na he will notice para makastart na mo sa inyong love story. Thank you for calling Jaisel from Lacaron, and remember, sometimes it only takes one bold move to turn a crush into a latte love story.
And that wraps up today's steamy confession. Proof that even the smallest crush can steer the biggest feelings.
Whether it's bold like black coffee or sweet like a caramel latte, love always finds a way to brew.
Got a secret crush? Don't let it sit cold. Pour it out and let the feelings percolate.
Join us next time for more heartfelt pours and blushing s'mores only here on GODC 19.1.
Where we're brewing news and serving hot tea. DepEd unveils comprehensive plan to address learning gaps in Philippine schools. Lilibel Ando, what's the tea?
Yes, DepEd unveils comprehensive plan to address learning gaps in Philippine schools. DepEd launches national plan to address learning loss to address the learning gaps caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. The Department of Education has introduced a national learning recovery plan. The initiative focuses on learning students catch up through targeted instruction, extended learning programs, and stronger teacher support. At the heart of the plan is the National Learning Recovery Program, which includes 5 sub-programs: the National Learning Camp, Reading, Mathematics, Science and Technology programs, and other support initiatives. These are backed by assessments to identify student needs and training to better equip educators. Deputy Secretary Sonia Angara stressed the need for a holistic approach that also considers students' emotional well-being. With backing from lawmakers and education advocates, DepEd is committed to monitoring and adjusting the program to ensure every learner receives the support they need to succeed.
Yes. Recalling when ARAL Act was signed into law, a new era for learning recovery in the Philippines. To spill the beans and brew the news, Lilibel is back. Belle, are you still on the line with us? Belle.
Yes, John, absolutely. President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. has signed the Academic Recovery and Accessible Learning, or the ARAL Act, into law, aiming to bridge pandemic-induced learning gaps through a national intervention program for struggling learners. The program, led by the Department of Education, will offer free learning support across public and private schools with the help of teachers, para-teachers, and pre-service educators. Deputy Secretary Sonia Angara called a law a major step in improving education quality nationwide. Lawmakers like Senator Chis Escudero and Sherwin Gatchalian welcomed the move, emphasizing its role in improving reading, math, and science skills. The implementing rules and regulations were completed just 34 days after the law's signing, reflecting DepEd's urgency in addressing learning loss. This is Lilibel Amdo, Brewing News, serving at TV.
Thank you, Belle. More brewing news ahead. Don't switch the dial, for we will back after the short commercial break.
Hello, Ga.
Uy, Ga, kamusta?
Ga, ako na na-enroll si Fiangi para sa college.
Wow, maayo. Sa asa man nga school, Ga?
Asa pa di ay sa atong alma mater, Ga, ang Southern Philippines Agribusiness and Marine and Aquatic School of Technology.
Kampante kay ko diya sa Spamas, Ga. Aside sa libre na, kalidad pa jud ang edukasyon.
Giubanan sa kalidad nga magtutudlo, makasigurado ka nga makatuon jud og tarong si Fiangi, Ga.
Matik na. Sige na, Ga. Pag amping mo diha, I love you. Mwah!
I love you too, Ga. Mwah!
Welcome back to GODC 19.1 Brewing News, serving hot tea.
Hope you had a nice little break to recharge your cats.
Because we're back with more refreshed, hot news to keep you informed and energized for the day ahead.
So stay tuned, we're just getting started, and there's plenty more to perk your interest right here on GODC 19.1.
For our next update, breaking boundaries of Filipino deaf community through sign language education. This news will be covered by Mr. Lawrence Ivan Brakel. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, listeners. You're tuned in to GODC 19.1, where we serve your daily news fresh and hot just like your morning coffee. As the sun slowly rises over Davao Occidental, today's forecast calls for considerable cloudiness with a high chance of thunderstorms later in the day. Temperatures will reach up to 28 degrees Celsius, cooling down to around 23 degrees Celsius by nightfall. It's the kind of weather that calls for a warm mug in hand and a little extra care on the road, especially in areas prone to flooding. Looking ahead, the rest of the week continues to brew a stormy blend. Expect more cloudy skies and scattered thunderstorms through Wednesday. With the intertropical convergence zone lingering over Mindanao, light to moderate rains may persist. So, whether you're heading out to work, school, or simply stepping out for a fresh cup of kape, don't forget your umbrella. As always, stay safe, stay dry, and stay tuned here on GODC 19.1. Brewing News, serving hot tea.
On the other note, Supermom in action. Amilo J. Sardido balances motherhood, teaching, and college life. John Paulo Apor has the scoop. Paulo, good morning.
Yes, good morning, Eva. Amilo J. Sardido, a third-year public administration student at the Southern Philippines Agribusiness and Marine and Aquatic School of Technology, SPAMAS, is proving that nothing is impossible with hard work and determination. Aside from being a full-time college student, Amilu is also a dedicated daycare teacher and a loving mother. Her daily routine starts early, preparing her children for the day, heading to work, and spending time with her family and studying late into the night. I do it for my kids. I want them to see that even when life is tough, you can still chase your dream, Amilu shared. Despite the challenges, she continues to push forward, determined to give her family a better future while setting an inspiring example for her children. Her journey reflects the strength of a mother and the heart of a teacher and the spirit of a student who never gives up. Amilu's story is a source of pride for SPAMAS and a reminder that with love, resilience, and purpose, success is always within reach. This is John Paulo Esapor, Brewing News, serving hot tea.
Ready for your daily buzz? I've got the hottest beans spilling straight from the celebrity coffee house. From celebrity backlash brewing to those viral moments that have everyone talking, we have John Rose Balcao to spill the celebrity tea.
Yes, Irish! I have piping hot celebrity tea for our listeners this morning. Starting with Beanie Girl Group apologizes amid fan backlash over controversial grooming video. The Filipino girl group Beanie and their management have issued a public apology following demands from their fanbase Blooms to address a controversial video. The fans empathized the girl group's advocacy for women empowerment, calling the incident triggering and disappointing. In a statement released on Thursday, Beanie acknowledged the video, a private moment with friends, and took full accountability for their actions, reaction, and choice of words, apologizing to fans, the public, and their families. The group vowed to reflect and learn from the mistake. Two men in the video, Ethan David and Sean on Instagram, also apologized, with David stressing his respect for women and Sean admitting the joke was wrong in so many levels. Beanie's message thanked fans for support, signed by all members, and the details of the video remain undisclosed.
Now let's go for a very light update for the celebrity. I know! Vampire, right? Christopher Diwata's old clip seals brand deals. A 12-year-old clip of Christopher Diwata from its Showtime Kalokalite segment has catapulted him back into the spotlight, turning his quirky "What Happened, Vela?" Twilight parody into a social media sensation. Now 34 and working as a fish dealer in Bataan, Diwata told Pep.ph he's overwhelmed by the sudden fame, with brands like fast food chains and online shops rushing to collaborate. The clip, resurfaced by a streaming platform, showcases his 2013 impersonation of Taylor Lautner's Jacob Black, a role he admits was forced but fun. Diwata, who paused his education after his initial TV stint, reflects on past struggles, including death and halted acting opportunities. Now, he's seizing this second chance, vowing to save for his family's future. Netizens on X hoping that Christopher Diwata is fairly compensated. The clip resurfaced on April 2025 on X again, started by singer-actress Janela Salvador through her caption, "What happened, Vela? I know! Vampire, right?"
And that's a wrap on today's brew. Thanks for sharing your morning with us here on GODC 19.1. We hope we've added a little extra warmth, a dash of boldness, and just the right amount of sweetness to your day.
Whether it's the latest headlines, juicy gossip, or those heartfelt confessions, we always aim to serve you the freshest news, piping hot, and ready to energize your mind and soul.
Remember, life's a lot like your favorite cup of coffee. Sometimes it's smooth, sometimes it's strong, but it's always better when shared with friends.
So until next time, stay curious, stay caffeinated, and don't forget to take a moment to savor the little things, just like that perfect sip in the morning.
From all of us here at GODC 19.1, thank you for this time with us. We'll see you bright and early again, ready to pour another fresh cup of news and stories you love.
This is GODC 19.1, brewing news, serving hot tea. Stay bold, stay fresh, and keep your cups full.